People affected by the contaminated blood scandal in Northern Ireland say a government announcement on compensation does not go far enough. At least 100 patients here were among thousands across the UK infected with diseases like HIV and Hepatitis C in the late 70s and early 80s. Gareth Wilkinson reports.
Infected patients continue to die. Every 3 days somewhere in the UK another loses their fight for life. Sinead O'Sullivan's dad, the latest local victim to pass away, buried in Derry City Cemetery after a life of suffering. 80-year-old Tony O'Sullivan was a haemophiliac. The condition causes uncontrollable bleeds. Products used to treat Tony in the 1980s were contaminated. He contracted hepatitis B and C. Sinead is telling his story for the very first time.
He suffered mentally and physically. You know, it was a lonely journey. I'm 41 years of age and I have never known Daddy to be healthy, ever. There was struggles every day.
The blood contamination scandal is the biggest treatment disaster in the history of the NHS. What happened is being examined by the Infected Blood Inquiry. Today the government announced financial support for those affected will be levelled up right across the UK, and a review panel will examine how to pay compensation when the inquiry ends. This announcement's been made today. Just how significant is it?
It's a hugely significant day. It's the first time that the Department of Health and or the government have talked about compensation. So yes, that's the first time that has happened in 40 years.
UTV featured the stories of local patients infected in an up-close investigation. Marie Cromie contracted hepatitis C through a blood transfusion after childbirth.
My world just fell apart.
In the lead up to today's announcement, many speculated the government was on the brink of admitting liability.
We thought the government was just going to hold up their hands because, I mean, you know, I don't know whether I'll be here to the end of the inquiry.
It's not what I have wanted. I wanted an apology. I wanted somebody to say that they did this to my daddy and they were sorry.
What happened to haemophiliacs in Northern Ireland comes under scrutiny at the Infected Blood Inquiry next week. But if an apology is made, and if any answers are ever found, it comes too late for Tony and for many others. Gareth Wilkinson, UTV Live, Derry.